So, Laura, while the Cowboys still want to protect their $40 million quarterback, it also appears that Prescott feels he's going to be better able to more fully use his vast array of athletic talents in the upcoming season.
Yeah, Ed, it's great to hear that he's feeling as good as he is. And the Cowboys offense will look different this season following the departure of Amari Cooper, too. They could turn to the ground game, where they have one of the best running back duos in the NFL in Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard. Last season, they were one of 3 running back duos in the NFL to each have at least 1,000 yards from scrimmage. And the first to do it for the Cowboys since Herschel Walker and Tony Dorsett back in 1986, a long time ago. So, Robert, with Amari Cooper gone, questions around Zeke as their number 1 running back. What should be the Cowboys' offensive identity?
Well, Laura, I'm happy that Dak is healthy and has a full offseason, but this offense needs to run through Zeke and Tony Pollard in that order. You paid Zeke for a reason, so allow him to be that big bruising back that he is. You hear a lot about how Zeke had a down year last year, but he was 7th in attempts, he was 7th in yards, and 6th in rushing touchdowns, and even averaged 4.2 yards a carry, which is the 3rd highest of his career. So you got to understand that the narrative is really being shaped because there's this fixation with Tony Pollard right now. And it's for good reason. The guy is lightning in a bottle. But understand that 2-back systems can work. We've seen this before. You can talk about Bo Jackson and Marcus Allen. You can talk about D'Angelo Williams and Jonathan Stewart. And you can go way, way back and talk about Jim Brown and Bobby Mitchell as well. It elevates the entire play of the whole offense, and it takes pressure off the quarterback. When you have Dak Prescott as your QB, the Super Bowl is attainable. But the way they're going to get there is through Zeke and Tony Pollard.
Listen, RG3, man, he preaching like Reverend Leon Lottie Love from Martin. But I want to tweak it a little bit, right? If you look at what I would love to do with Tony Pollard is move him around, right? You no longer have Cedric Wilson. You don't have Amari Cooper. And so now it doesn't necessarily have to be that it's a 2-back system. Why can't we see Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott on the field at the same time? Go split backs, put him in the slot, allow him the motion, jet sweeps. Just find ways to put the football in his hand. So Ezekiel Elliott can still be that bruiser, can still be that lead back, but also Tony Pollard's touches increase. That's what's going to happen to this offense. That's what Kellen Moore has to do in order to add more explosion, more oomph, and more versatility. Zeke, you get the tough carries. Tony Pollard, you create the explosive plays in space, and it's going to be up on the offensive coordinator to design this offense and scheme it in a way where they can both be used to the best of their abilities.
Let me just tweak this sermon one more time here, guys. My concern is more about the offensive line and some of the changes there, without Lyle Collins and some of those things. We can talk about a 2-back system all we want, but if no one's buying time for those guys and protecting them as well as buying time for Dak Prescott.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.